Hey, beautiful, lovely people. I want to talk today about the void, the space in between that we are collectively in and that you may be feeling personally at the moment. So the void cannot be avoided. This is the space in between what was, what we knew, what was comfortable, what was known, what felt safe on some level, and what is to come. And this constant cycle for all of us at the moment of death and rebirth into the next level, the next vibration of what we are becoming is happening both individually and collectively. And I want to talk into this. I want to ground it so that you don't feel alone in it, so that you can kind of understand the steps that happen, because I've seen this with so many clients and I've seen it for myself. So if you are at the moment in a minor or a major void, this may resonate with your heart. So the first step, or the first thing that normally comes up when we're about to enter into a void, is that we no longer can tolerate what we used to put up with. So be it a job or a relationship or a way of being within your family. It just no longer works for you. And you suddenly become very conscious of it. And the first step with it is that you see it everywhere. You're like, oh, I'm being taken for granted there. Those people are not respecting me. I'm not being valued here. Whatever it is, it's no longer comfortable. It doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel like it's a vibrational match anymore. I can't feel any good energy when I'm going into my workplace. I don't feel resonant with my partner and I can't ignore these feelings anymore. Now, when we become conscious of a pattern or when we become conscious of something, the first step is really integrating that and finding out if there's any triggers so you can really sit with that. But if we've come to that point where we've done the work, we've looked at it and we've gone, I can no longer hang out with these people, I can no longer do this job, we come into this, I call it the liminal space, because it's a space of in between. It's almost like no man's land between what was and what is. And I remember when I was a child, I was at Cook's Beach and I watched a whole forest fire happen. It was massive, like it was the hottest, sunniest day. And this terrible fire happened where a spark flew from the dump across to the forest. And we could just see up on a hill, the whole forest was just being like completely annihilated. And for years, when we'd go down to Cook's Beach, we'd see the charred remains of what was once a lush and beautiful forest. And over the years that we went, I'd see the little tiny shoots coming out, the little baby trees that had been replanted. And it always reminds me of that when we're standing at a void. It's like being in the middle of a forest, and if trees have been burnt to the ground and you're standing looking at the remains or looking at the ashes of what once was, and you can't see the new shoots yet. You might be in the clearing of the charred remains. You might be just watching things burn. And when that's swept away and there's a void, it's often fertile soil that you've cultivated with your own shit, basically. You've cultivated it through going through your process, going through your death, releasing another layer that isn't serving you. And as you're looking at this void, you literally are like, what do I do? Nothing is known and there's no compass and I don't know what to do. And we look for safety, right? Remember that belonging and safety are one of the highest values for people. And we want to feel safe. We want to belong. And so often we'll look back in the rearview mirror and we'll be like, oh, but it wasn't that bad. Or maybe I should circle back. And this is a really, really, really vulnerable time if you're in this death and rebirth and in the void. And if you're looking in the rearview mirror and you're going, maybe I can go back there. Now, your wisdom is your wisdom. You'll know what you need to do. What I have noticed mentoring women for over 20 years and in my own journey is we can't really ever go back. We certainly can't go back to the way that things were. When we change, something shifts within us, and we can only go back if the situation has shifted. What we need to do in those moments where we're searching and clutching at straws for something that feels safe or familiar or known is we need to really come deep into our heart and let our nervous system settle. Let our little inner child who's panicking because nothing feels familiar and we don't know where home is. And remember, we all came from home. We're all going back to home, the true, beautiful home. And we're just here visiting. So when we feel unsafe, we can want to clutch onto something known. And I've had so many clients who stand in that void and they go, I've got no one. I don't know who I am anymore. It's a huge, huge and very, very, very sacred space. And I do not take lightly that I get to walk beside incredible women through this part of the journey. Because that part of the journey, when we're in the middle of the tunnel, where we can't see the light back behind us, and we can't yet see a flicker of light ahead of us, is the space where we have to ask for help and be supported. And whether it's from the divine, whether it's from your internal source, or from a trusted mentor or friend, that's the part where we actually need someone to walk with us who knows the journey, who knows that this will not last. It will not last. You will, around that last corner, you'll come around the last corner, and then it's like a little flicker of light. Oh, hang on a second. I thought I had no one in my life who understood me. I thought I had no friends, and suddenly someone from the past reaches out, or someone at work, you have a connection, or you go to a women's circle and you connect with someone, or you're thinking, I can't do this job anymore, and something shifts within the workplace, or a new job comes along, or relationship-wise, you're thinking, that's it, I'm done, I'm out. And then something shifts within your partner because you've shifted and you will no longer put up with what you were putting up with, and you'll both have kind of a quantum leap into a new reality. So at this point where you're just about to see that spark of light around the corner, that is the point where I would really invite you to hold yourself in deep, deep, deep love, sacred, sacred love. This is such a huge and pivotal point on our amazing journey of death and rebirth into more light and into more of our fullness of ourself. So I would love to offer a little invocation that I share with my clients when they're in this space. And this is all about reminding us that we're safe. And I'm just going to bring this through for you now. So if you want to place your feet on the ground, hands in the upright position to receive, and just imagining a layer of beautiful light coming all around you. Just allowing that light just to come all around you and just feeling safe. And you might want to place your hands on your beautiful heart and just saying your name, using the third-party activation, just saying your name here. I'll demonstrate. Jilly, you're safe. I know you can't see the new beginnings yet, but I want you to know that I'm standing here right with you. So imagine that you're holding your hand of your little inner child or scared inner teenager, or it might even be someone from 10 years ago, a part of you that feels really unsafe. So just holding their hand, just letting them know we've been here before. It might not be as huge as this, or it might be even bigger. And just reminding yourself, you've been through so much. You've been through voids. You've been through changes. The strength is standing in the eye of the cyclone. Avoiding the void is actually making the void longer. So if we can sit with ourselves, and even if it's for 5 minutes, and just be in the space of not knowing, be in the space of uncertainty, and just be with it, and just call in your guides, your helpers, the highest part of yourself that's infinitely connected to source, that is beyond love, beyond light, highest possible vibration, and ask for the clarity in the next steps to come, and remembering that the next steps might be quite different from what you think, and just asking for the alignment of the energy for this new beautiful creation that is coming in for you, and just calling it in. calling it in and making it feel safe in your body. So you might want to just gently move your body there and just feel the safety of this new vibration of what you're up leveling to, which is greater love, greater peace, greater joy, greater abundance, greater vitality. All of the things that you're calling in require our nervous system to up level. And it's not until we can hold that frequency of light that it will actually arrive. So just allowing that to really come in. How do you feel about this? I'm sending you so much love.